Askreddit asks, what was a sketchy cheap buy that ended up being one of your best purchases?
I randomly found a wedding videographer online and booked him for a very affordable rate for my wedding, assuming it wouldn't be very good quality. 2 weeks after the wedding, he emails me a high-quality, well-edited video. He had a drone I hadn't noticed because he was outside of the venue getting B-roll with it before I even started getting ready for the big day. I was floored, and now I recommend him to everyone who ever plans to get married ever. Edit. He has definitely upped his prices since then. He did the videography for my wedding last summer, and rightfully so. Because he does great work.
Do him a favor and don't tell people what you paid him. Dude needs to up his rate.
I bought a fake wood, plastic, mantle clock from Value City for like $10 because I needed something for my first apartment. I received a surprising number of compliments on it and was asked more than once if it was a family heirloom because it looked so old. It also lasted for like 10 years until some movers broke it.
I was kind of proud of
displaying that stupid cheap clock.
To the movers, you broke my family heirloom. Quote.
I miss Value City. I remember my mom dropping me off in the toy section while she did her shopping.
Family heirlooms have to start somewhere.
A cat toy that is literally a feather on the end of a stick. It was only $1. My cat gets hours of entertainment from it. Edit. Cat tax, https. Imager.com/a/mkdgfs8 closing parenthesis edit x2. The phone number on the tag is for the vet office. I'm not from Killeen, but thanks to everyone who said something. Edit x3. Okay. It wasn't a sketchy purchase. I get it.
So do you. Went camping and forgot knives for food prep. Went to local grocery store and bought package of 3. Cheap, no name, plastic handle paring knives. Different sizes. Best knives in the history of the planet. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. They are still my main knives. Years later. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark.
Are those the kind with the plastic sheets for each knife in different colors? I love them. So sharp and so handy. Great for travel or dorming.
One of those square, window-size, box fans. Technically wasn't a purchase.
I found it outside the dumpster of my junior year college apartment back in 2008. I'm a fan of airflow and white noise.
So that fan ran 24 hours a day for nearly 11 years outside of when I was away on vacations and for brief periods in winter, most of that on the lowest setting. But I mean,
there were long stretches of literally months plus where it wasn't turned off.
Died earlier this year when I can only assume some critical component burned out. I'll miss you. Completely free thing that provided me a decade of a light breeze and air circulation. Edit. Thank you for the gold. Internet stranger. Truly a silver lining for these dark and less air circulation times.
Fugly, sad, misshapen potted plants from the grocery store. They just need some love and it's so fun to see them grow.
You my fiancé? Her room is full of succulents that were half dead and half off. Now they're all comically big and won't stop growing and she's becoming a succulent god.
Rescue plants.
I've got containers full of $0.
25 succulents that I rescued from death and are now gorgeous.
I like to call that plant rescuing.
Knock off North Face hiking shoes in Vietnam. Cost me $20. Used and abused and still going strong. Edit. This blew up and my inbox is a mess. For everyone asking about getting cheap shoes etc. There's a whole subreddit dedicated to that fashion reps.
For all we know, they might have come from the exact same factory. I think there's a whole subreddit dedicated to finding off-brand products that are basically the exact same product as the brand one on AliExpress and other such sites. But I don't remember the name. Edit. As many of you pointed out, thanks, I was thinking of our fashion reps. Unfortunately, it's not exactly what I said above, but there's loads of good stuff there.
Went to a garage sale. Little girl was in charge. She's like 12. I don't know shit about turntables, but she has a set on a table. I ask how much. She tells me $20. I ask her if they work. She tells me she has no idea. Her dad got new ones and wants to get rid of these. I wait for dad. She tells me he's sleeping. She says, dude, just take them. I am like, number 20 can't be right, maybe 200? She looks at me like I am stupid. Fine, I'll take them. I drive straight to a pawn shop and see what I can get for them. Or if they even work. They fucking work. Dude looks up prices and comes back with a $1,200 offer. Best 20 bucks I ever spent. Edit. To clarify, this happened in one of the nicest neighborhoods in Plano. TX. I don't remember the brand. This happened like 7 years ago.
Bet that kid got an earful from her dad when he woke up and realized the tables he was going to get rid of at the pawn shop had been practically given away.
To the movers, you broke my family heirloom. Quote.
That was worth mumbles dollars.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Mover, sir, it says made in China on the bottom. My family is from China. Quote.
Costco fluffy flannels. It feels like a chinchilla is hugging you, and I've had mine for 3 years with no signs of wearing down despite almost daily use in the northeast winters.
I got a fleecy flannel robe from Costco and it's held up so well. Already had it for 5 years and no signs of wear and tear. It cost $15.
My wife got this fluffy fleece blanket from Costco. Short on one side, long on the other, and oh my fucking god. I let nobody touch it but me.
Khortytsa vodka. Ukrainian vodka is smooth as silk and cheap as dirt. Thanks for the recommendation. Cheap but smooth vodka. This is such an important post.
Can confirm, you'll look 65 by age 35. But if you smoke diligently Preluki cigarettes, you're almost guaranteed not to live past 32. So there's that.
I bought a knockoff backpack in Turkey. It was like $25 and has lasted me longer than other people's $200 backpacks. Clarification. Backpacking backpack as in luggage or for overnight hiking. Not a book bag.
I got a $20 backpack off a street vendor in NY because we had too much stuff to take in our luggage. That damn thing went to work with me every day for 9 years. I have never had another that good. For any amount of money.
I bought a turtle for $5 in Chinatown and she's turning 3 this year. Edit to add a few things. Chinatown in Chicago, which is why her name is Al Capone. We call her Al. I am hoping she will outlive me because I can't imagine losing her. Don't worry, I study biology and environmental science, going in a PhD program. She is treated like a queen.
My parents bought me a turtle for my first birthday. She's still alive 30 plus years later.
The pizza expenses are murder though. Edit. Well, shit.
Not my purchase, but still one of the best. My brother gifted me a Snuggie 1 year for Christmas. I had painstaking tracked down a bootleg album he wanted and he got me a buy one, get one free Snuggie. I didn't speak to him for weeks. I have routinely used that damn Snuggie for every camping trip I've been on over the last 7 years. And I will tell you, it has become the most useful gift I've ever gotten.
So do you. I feel called out.
Here, play with this feather on stick. Don't feel bad. My cat loves hair bands. She'll play fetch sometimes or else just get tangled up in it cutely and chatter for assistance.
I bought a button-down shirt from the thrift store in the mid-90s that I still wear today. The shirt is obviously even older. It doesn't have much wear on it either. I think it made of rayon and something else. The brand is Kmart. They don't make them like they used to.
Does Kmart even still make anything?
I bought a blanket in Mexico in 1986 for $5. I still have it and it is super soft and comfy. It has been abused, washed, etc., and it is still in great shape.
My dad bought my great-grandmother a blanket from Mexico for $15 in the early 90s. 20 years later I am currently snuggled up in it. It's a huge blanket and has held up so great. I love it.
Does it have a tiger on it? Lol.
I was born in '86 and the description of your blanket also describes me.
We bought an Ellis Island boat tour in New York from one of the guys on the streets. We were let into a van and treated extremely well, so we weren't immediately sketched out too bad. We don't know New York, so we ended up driving 20 minutes through Manhattan by 3 men to an apparently abandoned sketchy dock with no one there. That's when we were convinced we were being scammed or sold into human trafficking. Gave us a post-it note with a number and they said to go around the abandoned factory to the pier and they were waiting for us. So we took our naive tourist ass around the building alone expecting nothing and they would just pull off and scam us. Sure enough, we turned the corner and there was a big boat with a bunch of people and it was legit. We had an amazing tour and a lot of fun with free food and drinks. So overall great decision, but in hindsight we should have been murdered or at least scammed. Mobile edit. Yes, I rushed the story and misspelled a couple things. I'm leaving Neve, scammed, and all the others just for you guys.
For all we know, they might have come from the exact same factory. I think there's a whole subreddit dedicated to finding off-brand products that are basically the exact same product as the brand one on AliExpress and other such sites. But I don't remember the name. Edit. As many of you pointed out, thanks, I was thinking of our fashion reps. Unfortunately, it's not exactly what I said above. But there's loads of good stuff there. If you remember it, please reply.
At the end of a long road trip with some mates, I bought a $20 pair of sunglasses in a gas station just outside Chicago. They fit me better than any pair of sunglasses ever did, or ever will, and they made me look awesome. For years I constantly received compliments about them and was asked where I got them. I lost them after 5 long years and have hated myself for it ever since. They were so no-name they didn't even have a brand name on them at all. So I have no idea who made them. I have no way of finding that gas station either. I've literally spent hundreds of dollars trying to find sunglasses that come close to that same perfect fit style. But I can't.
Share a picture of these shades. Ensure someone will be able to identify them.
The real risk of buying gas station shades is not that they might not fit well, but that they might fit perfectly.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day, you wonderful people.